I have to admit that I have a problem with the term intersectionality, uh, 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 meaning, I'm not against it, but it confuses me, and so that, for example, um, uh, I can understand why how being a feminist and struggling for racial justice kind of intersect with each other. That they're but it seems to me that sometimes, for example, in post Civil War America, the struggle for feminism, the struggle for racial justice, uh, uh, kind of fundamentally conflicted. Sometimes the solidarity of all women can kind of get in the way of racial solidarity or the solidarity of Black folks. Sometimes the solidarity of Black folks can minimize the a concern for gender justice. Do you see that as do you see these two things as seamlessly connected, or do you see that there are tensions?
Well, that's precisely what the analytical lens of intersectionality is for, right? Because conceiving of these groups as monoliths, right, where other politically relevant identities are not integral to your experience in the group, is a fundamental misunderstanding, and it's why there's the conflict, right? Like there is no group of Black folks that's not gendered, and there's no group of women that's not raced, right? So the intersectional lens, right, takes as given, right, that socially relevant identities, and when I say, politically relevant identities, that is that identities that that result in patterned, empirically observable impacts on one's life chances are always at an intersection in the lived experience of a person's life. And if you're interested in understanding politics, you have to take that into account from the jump. And further, from Black feminism, we get an ethical component that says that not only do we have to take the intersection of these politically relevant identities into account, but if we're to reason about justice, we must reason from the margins to the center, right? So intersectionality is about breaking up those monolithic blocks and saying that you cannot actually organize an effective movement while treating these as sort of static categories where we don't acknowledge that the way that you're embodied and socially positioned impacts your lived experience.